What's up, blockchain? This is Nick from Truth Blitz, and it's looking like the market may be turning around, but I'm not going to say anything, that we're out of the woods yet or anything like that, because every time I say that, it seems like we bounce back down. But we're going to take a quick look at the market anyway, and then we're going to go over an article that is not good. So, as you can see, we have double-digit green recovery going on right now. However, we are bouncing around at the previous resistance area. We're back up to around the 8600 area. So, I don't know if we're going to break through. We could plummet back down. So we're going to have to keep an eye on it. But right now, $330 billion overall. In market cap, Bitcoin dominance 44% flat, and Bitcoin is exactly $8,589.65. Now, this is the article here that I want to talk about, and it doesn't sound good. ICOs iced. A 12-month freeze on U.S. token trading may just be beginning. The market is being chilled. Issued by Mike Lempres, Chief Legal and Risk Officer at Coinbase, the statement captures the mood of the moment for crypto innovators in the U.S. as regulatory uncertainty and months of wanton market growth appear to be finally coming to a head. Spurring the shift is that the SEC finally confirmed last week what had been long rumored, that it's investigating companies and startups associated with initial coin offerings. In response, entrepreneurs are largely surrendering on the idea new cryptocurrencies created and sold to investors could be considered so-called utility tokens, a term denoting a digital commodity meant to represent the share of a blockchain protocol. Still, U.S. companies preparing to issue tokens as securities may not have an easier time reaching buyers. There's no registered broker-dealer capable of trading security tokens in the U.S. yet, and as multiple founders pointed out to CoinDesk, as issuers shift to issuing these tokens under a Regulation D exemption, most are still under the 12-month lockup required by the rules. At the MIT Bitcoin Expo this weekend, the issue was on display in a panel that struck a sour note on the state of ICOs. There, Nick Ayton, CEO of blockchain funding platform Chainstarter, went so far as to predict U.S. regulators will view every token as a security, which it kind of sounds like already, going off of Jay Clayton's previous statements. Let's continue. Most exchanges are listing coins that are securities, and our view is a large number of these exchanges are going to be closed, he told the crowd. Even a panel on regulation more generally saw talk of the concern, with former CFTC chair and MIT professor Gary Gensler indicating his belief action on exchanges could be ahead. I think it is without a doubt that numerous exchanges will have to seek exemptions under alternative trading system rules because many of the exchanges, not all, have tokens that are securities trading on them, he explained. But it's not just existing exchanges. Businesses seeking to fill the market may need to be held up. As Gessler and others have put forward, participants in this new market think they might know what's forbidden, but no one can be sure until regulators address cryptocurrency more specifically. Joshua Ashley Clayman, counsel at Morrison Forrester, told CoinDesk, people who want to comply and don't want to do something wrong are left trying to find the rules. So, before I continue, not a very good sounding article, right? I talked about yesterday about how the SEC, they say what they're here to do, protect investors and so on and so forth. But this just goes to back up my argument that that's bullshit. Because if that was the case, what about us? Aren't we the investors you're supposed to be protecting? How does this protect us? this is going to plummet the market if this is the case. And, we're going to be left holding the bag. So I'll read a little bit of this, but it is long. So death of utility tokens, stepping back, the market disarray perhaps shouldn't be surprising. The SEC's decree on a little-known ICO called Munchie in December should have landed like a bomb, but it's rather had a delayed reaction. Its shockwave not really hitting the industry until rumors began circulating that the SEC had issued a wave of subpoenas earlier this month. With Munchie, what the federal regulators think of as a utility token and not a security token is so small, and the eye of the needle got even smaller, Klayman explained. For a while there, companies seemed to think that even if the utility tokens couldn't be sold to the general public, they could be given away in what's usually called an airdrop. However, we recently reported on how that's probably an SEC violation there as well. So it's illegal to get free tokens via an airdrop. This just goes on to talk about a couple different companies. And then down here, liquidity and trading. But even if an exchange goes live, the final issue for ICO projects in the US is liquidity. The trouble is there's no unified place to trade tokens that's registered with the SEC now. As several founders have pointed out, that doesn't mean that trading is impossible, it's just not easy, or not as easy. CoinDesk has reported on several forthcoming attempts to launch an ATS, including Templum and T0, an existing alternative trading platform. Also recently launched the Open Finance Network with its token trading platform opening in April, as a spokesperson said. But no real trading is going on using these platforms yet, other than one security available in Templum's private beta and the sale of overstock shares on its platform. So, this isn't going to help us, basically. I'll just skip down to the bottom. As Lempers put it to members of Congress, quote, if the U.S. does not provide clear, thoughtful regulatory environment, the investment can move very quickly to other countries. Plain and simple. Is this going to be the case? Are we going to see a 12-month freeze on exchanges? Are U.S. exchanges going to be shut down? These are all questions that, are now going to be in the back of our minds. And don't be surprised if you wake up one morning in the near future and you see prices have plummeted, and you go online to find out what's going on, and find out that the SEC has issued basically orders for U.S. exchanges to be shut down, or for foreign exchanges to stop servicing U.S. investors, as what happened with Bitfinex. They didn't get an order from any regulatory body. However, they just took it upon themselves to basically not let U.S. residents trade on their trading platform anymore because of potential future regulatory issues. So, this is not good. And I know, somebody commented on my video yesterday saying, well, instead of complaining, how about we come up with solutions? I don't know what we can do, with an issue like this. What can we do for solutions? There's really not much. What do we protest to disband the SEC? That ain't gonna happen. It's just one of those things where, all we can do is bring attention to this and, show how, I'm going to use the word tyrannical. This is tyrannical. This is bullshit. This is complete and utter bullshit because of their reasoning behind all of these proposed regulations and all, talk of regulations, the reasoning that they're using does not jive with what the outcome of this is going to be, which is a lot of people losing money. So protect the investor? I think not. This does nothing to protect the investor. This does the exact opposite of protect the investor. So, we're going to be sitting on our hands for a while until we figure out what's going to happen here. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Does anybody know anything about this other than, what I read? What do you think's going to happen with this? And if they do shut down exchanges, what happens to those of us who have our tokens on the exchange? One thing's for sure is you shouldn't store tokens on an exchange. But, if you have something on exchange because you were making a trade, does that mean you're not going to be able to access your own money? It's, this is government at its finest, right? This is welcome to government. That's all I can say about it. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think. Check me out at truthblitz.com. You can follow me on Twitter at truthblitzmedia. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the Block Party Podcast official YouTube channel. And you guys can also check me out on my non-crypto channel. I'm going to try to put another video up there soon. And I will see you guys soon.